Congratulations on Expedition Unknown, 16 seasons. Wow. What a run.
I know it's amazing, and I would love to take all the credit for it, but I have to say, I think that the show's longevity has a lot to do with the stories that we tackle, right? I mean, who doesn't love a good mystery? Who doesn't love a good adventure? And so these stories, I think, are really what makes the show work. And so to be able to go out and investigate these mysteries is such a thrill.
Yeah, and it's also part of human nature to love a good mystery, isn't it?
It is. The human brain, I think, is hardwired to love a mystery and to look for solutions. Right? It's why true crime is so popular. I mean, everybody loves a good whodunit, but we want to solve those mysteries. And so, I think one of the things that makes the show naturally appealing is it's an opportunity to throw a bunch of puzzle pieces out on the board and try to fit them all together and figure out how those pieces of history fit together.
Are there mysteries out there that are just mind-boggling to you?
Yeah, I mean, what's mind boggling to me is how some of these mysteries have endured for as long as they have. I mean, our season premiere is a big two-part, 2 hour special on the Great Pyramid of Giza. I mean, this is the world's OG skyscraper, right? 45 stories tall, built 4,500 years ago. And for about that entire time, people have been fascinated by this building, and it has inspired more mystery, more conspiracy than any other structure on Earth. And here we are, 4.5 millennia later, and we're still finding out things about this building. We're using the latest technology to discover there may be hidden chambers inside of it still. There may be passages that have never been found. So that blows my mind that these stories there's so much mystery here that it just goes on and on.
When you're talking about mysteries to people, I love the way that it's presented in the show. Um, it really paints a great picture for the audience.
Yeah, I mean, we really think that, you know, adventure is fun at its core, it's thrilling at its core, it's unexpected, and we want that to be a part of how we present the show. We don't want it to be dry. We don't want it to be so academic that you're kind of, you're tuning away. We want the viewer to feel like they're out there in the Jeep with us going into the jungle, right? And so we try to have fun on the show. We show our misadventures along with our adventures. And that's a big part of it, right? I mean, anyone who's traveled anywhere knows it doesn't always go smoothly. And so we really try to keep the presentation of the material authentic in that it's a real adventure and anything could happen.
And congratulations on the third season of Expedition Files. Again, a totally different kind of show from Expedition Unknown, but yet you're still involved and wrapped in mysteries.
Yeah, I mean, these are some of the most iconic mysteries in the world, and we do three of them in each hour. And we take viewers on a tour into the past, literally kind of bringing them, to the doorstep of these stories. And then we meet leading experts and historians to tell us, about new breaks in these cases and to actually move the ball forward. So everything from, the Holy Grail, the lost body of Jimmy Hoffa, the explosion of the Hindenburg, Salem witch trials, these are huge, iconic mysteries.
Yeah, and they just kind of resonate with us as an audience because we think we know something and then you present it, we don't know anything.
Yeah, I mean, there are stories that, we have one of our stories that we're working on right now is about Paul Revere's famous Midnight Ride. And it's like, oh, yeah, I know that story. And then when you really read into the history of that event, you're like, oh, wait, I didn't really know this at all. And so looking into these stories that, as you said, we kind of think we know, but oftentimes we know a version of it that's not necessarily the real version. And also some of the stories we do on Expedition Files are stories maybe you've never heard before. We're doing one in our season premiere about the inventor Rudolf Diesel. If you've ever looked at a diesel pump or had a diesel engine, this is the guy who's responsible for that, and he vanished into thin air. And so a really interesting mystery about the fate of the man whose engines changed the world.
Yeah, I mean, you do such a great job, and your team also, kudos to them because that is probably one of the hardest working production teams on television.
Absolutely, from your lips to God's ears, they are hardworking, and to make Expedition Unknown takes a small army of people, and Expedition Files as well. It's not easy to tromp around the world and to get access to these historic sites, and so it would not happen without this whole team.
Is it getting easier for foreign countries to let you in? I mean, I know there's been a huge problem in visiting Mount Ararat or and stuff like that. But I mean, as your show hits other countries, do they know who you are?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've now built up a reputation with archaeologists and cultural ministries and governments around the world that we're there to celebrate these sites and these stories, right? And we're there to tell the real story. And really, I see my job in a lot of ways as shining a spotlight on the people that are really in there doing this work, on the archaeologist who's been in this jungle for 30 years or who's been working at this pyramid for 40 years. And so I think we've gained a reputation, I hope, for being a positive force for these countries, these tourist sites. A lot of these are big attractions in these countries. And so, yeah, I mean, that goodwill certainly has helped us over the years.
Josh, our time is all up. I just love talking with you and picking your brain a little bit. But again, thank you so much for your time and for both of these shows. They're amazingly well done.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Pleasure talking to you.
See you again. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
see you soon.